For some, the roar of the crowd, the glory of the win is a distant dream. For others, it's the very air they breathe. But what happens when the dream starts to fray, when the air gets thin?
You've got my good side, yeah.
Going into the season, what were the expectations within the twos?
I mean, we didn't have many hopes, to be honest, but we did have the training of Louis and Mr. Jones, which really spurred us on, and I think, sorry, it's quite emotional seeing the team that we've become, with the group of boys that we've
Okay, Big Show, what were your thoughts for the group at the start of the season? Your initial thoughts?
When I saw the group, I was a bit disappointed. And then I saw us train. I thought, we could be decent. And in the first game, I thought we were going to lose every game. We won a few, so not bad. But initial thoughts were not good.
What were your final thoughts at the end of the season?
Great players.
Have you got any specific highs and lows through the season?
Highs, I think, reading some of the match reports. There was a lot of effort going into those, especially the one from my perspective. It was really good. Lows, I think, losing every game. Yeah.
Apart from Bromsgrove.
Apart from Roger, we won one and drew another as well.
Lovely, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. John Hughes Bridges, you're a previous esteemed member of the Monmouth Twos. Now, from what you've heard and seen of the Twos, what do you think of their campaign this season?
Twos campaign this season has been truly revolutionary. I mean, for example, has any other Twos hooker in the history of Monmouth School scored a hat-trick against Millfield? I didn't think so, Sam Johnson.
Old Swinford.
In 30 years' time, when I look back on my happiest days, it'll probably go my wedding day, the birth of my firstborn child, scoring my first ever Twos try on that pitch.
It was a really tough, hard-fought contest.
Honestly, it was memorable. Crashing over that line, I've never felt another feeling like that.
We were getting to the crucial part of the game where everything really mattered. And I was standing just outside Gareth Brooks, calling for the ball. We had space out wide, an overlap, you may say. And then I see him lower the ball to his foot and attempt to grub it through the line. This is our third choice scrum half. But to my surprise, I see the opposition drop the ball and one and only Captain Chester fall over it, somehow over the try line, resulting honestly in a try for the ages and a moment that our fourth choice nine actually hasn't stopped going on about for the rest of the season.
Hello Lewis. Now you made your debut for the school against Swinford at the start of the season and you were described as an angel sent from Pontypool. How do you feel about that and the game as a whole?
Well, Swinford was the perfect introduction to modern rugby and the best introduction to the Twos. I think being described as an angel from Pontypool is a bit of an oxymoron, using that English, because Pontypool isn't really the place of angels. But an angel sent from Pontypool him to help the team. I think it was a great experience and I was just so proud to be a part of such a great school.
How do you think the boys performed throughout the Bromsgrove match?
I think it was one of the truly great performances of the Twos.
Mr. Tom Cleverley, obviously you've carried this sign with you everywhere since your famous slide tackle. Now can you just talk me through your tackle technique that game?
Yeah, so basically, I was in the wing,
guy was running down the edge. There's a two-man overlap, so I was really struggling to make up the ground there. I ran across, he steps, so I'm either flying past him at this point, or I'm going all in, studs up, legs cleared. So that's what I did. I slid in, absolutely took him out, went down. Jonesy, the ref, has been blocked, so got away, no card given, fair tackle made.
What do you make of your preparation for the games this season?
As a team, the preparation was interesting. Spoons. Carlsberg. Spoons, 100%, and Carlsberg.
How do you feel when you won the match?
True elation.
Spoons. And yeah, Carlsberg. Spoons. Carlsberg.
It's been fantastic. I mean, the character this team has shown is just incredible.
What's the question?
Oh, venue and drink of choice.
Oh, Spoons and Carlsberg.
I've got a few statistics for you guys. And here we have pints drank from the start of the season to the end of it. And as we can see, sharp rise. Coming from that first win against Bromsgrove, absolutely outstanding. And this is what we aim for as the twos. Want to have some clear fun, but also great performance.
I was going to go to Carlsberg, but like, God, fuck!
Where and how do you prepare before games?
Spoons, Carlsberg. Spoons and Carlsberg.
To Spoons and had a porn-style martini.
So where do you work?
Wetherspoons.
When the twos come in, what do they choose to drink?
Normally Carlsberg.
Mr. Tom Morris. Now, Tommy's was a tough game for everyone, but what do you think we did well in that game?
I thought defence was amazing. You know, there was nothing that we did particularly wrong in defence that game. You know, not having a lot of the ball, we had to be solid in defence. Tackling had to be on point, and it was. You know, line speed, brilliant. Tackling, huge shots were put in. I think every single player in that team put in immense tackling. There was unreal effort put in by every single player. You know, not having the ball put us under a lot of pressure on our own line, but we managed to stay solid in our defence.
Mr. Tom Solomon, now you were set to make your debut for the twos at the start of the season, and what did you make of your performance that game against Swinford?
I didn't play. My car broke down.
What do you mean it broke down?
It wouldn't go any further.
Mr. Jake Patterson, now Tommy's was a tough game for everyone, but there was an incredible moment that is famous for that score of your box kick. Now what was going through your mind at that moment, and what was the result?
Well, I thought, Freddie was at the bottom of the ruck. We were going backwards. Horrible conditions. I was thinking we just had to get the ball off the pitch. But I didn't take into account the wind and the fact that I can't kick. So yeah, it went up and ended up going backwards.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Duke yourself.
As the twos captain with the lowest win percentage in history, what were your thoughts going into the final two matches of the season?
I appreciate the question, Fergus. The anticipation leading up to the last two games was off the charts. I mean, the boys were nervous, ball was jiggling, it was terrifying, and going up against two okay teams, we were going into Millfield. We thought they'd get Millfield. It was just pretty nerve-wracking, and we kept our heads high. We were ready to hit them.
Jones, the son of the head coach, what was the mood like at home after that fateful Kingswood game?
It was a sad day, to be honest. As he described it in his own words, it was the end of an era.
When you heard that your dad was going to be reffing the last game of the season?
Quite shocking, to be fair. I don't, at home it's quite, when I heard that he was going on the ring pitch as well, I was like, trying to separate home life from school life. Quite scary.
You know, it was a tough day for everyone involved, especially him, and spread to the wider family as well. They were all just couldn't believe the news that the end of the season was already here. You know?
And how did it feel when he called you Blue Scrum Cap rather than your actual name?
Not much, to be honest, because at home he normally calls me Blue Scrum Cap or number 8. Doesn't use my first name often, so.
Captain Chester, Todd Rawlinson, what did you make of Milford?
It was a tough game. It was grueling. The Redheads really brought the intensity straight off the off.
Can you talk us through his try?
It was good. It was a good try. It was a really good try. He bumped off the wannabe Samoan, and then the guy locked in and he scored 4 tries at the end. We lost.
But rugby was the real winner. The boys put their heart and souls into this. Months of dedication, hours on the training field, and at the end of the day, our heart and souls were left on that pitch.
As my wartime counsellor, Gareth Brooks, once said, the two support consistency back to rugby. Losing week in and week out, but still smiling is the epitome of Tues rugby.
Every boy played for every individual in this school, in this family, in the community.
Okay, now after your 7 years of rugby, can you tell me what your side rule is?
It's a very good question. You clap for the exponential, things like that, to the, you know?
Span.
Span brackets.
Honestly, the truest, greatest team that's ever graced this earth.
We stand together as one. We stand as the rugby community, and in the end of the day, rugby won.
Ecclesiastes 3, verse 2 to 3. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, a time to build up. Over Mons Mighty 2 season, we've seen wins and we've seen losses. Times of success and times of downfall. But one thing I can say about this Mons Mighty 2 season, that it was indefinitely mighty. Thank you.